Hi, so I am going to show you how to make the Cheshire Cat from the Disney Classics cartridge. I'm making it huge, like 36 to 40, whatever, 42 inches. I think today I'm only going to make it 33 inches. So we're going to go insert our image. There's only one Cheshire Cat that I know of, so you can type it in. Insert your image. Like, where did it go? There it is. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is resize it to whatever size you are going to make it. I'm going to make it 33 inches. I have my screen at 66, so it doesn't look too huge. You're going to put it in the top left corner. You're going to ungroup. Then you go over here and you're going to hide everything but the black layer. Okay. Then you're going to insert a shape, and we're going to insert a square. You can see how tiny it is compared to our cat. We're going to make it 11.4 inches. You don't want it too much bigger because then the Cricut thinks it can't cut it. So just 11.4 is a good rule of thumb. Or rule of thumb. That sounds funny. It's a good size to cut it. So we're going to put it up here in the corner to start with. Some videos show that you do it and you just keep doing the squares all around, but I find that leaves too many like little pieces. I like big chunks, so I kind of do it a little different. So you click on your square and then hit shift and then click on the cat, go to layers, hit slice, and then we will take the piece that it cut and move it, and then we're going to delete all this gray because we don't need it. And I forgot, again, I keep forgetting to make a copy of the square. So then you have to insert it again. So I'm going to make a couple copies really quick. So 11.4. And then copy, paste, paste. And you want quite a few because sometimes it takes a couple sheets. And I think I've done this. This is my second time doing the cat file. So I think it's going to be like 8. By the time we're done just for the black, but we'll see what we end up with. Okay, so now we have this piece up here that needs to be cut in half because it won't all fit on one mat. So we're just going to bring the cat to the front. Then you can see that the cat, it won't fit all on one mat. And if you do this, you're going to end up with this tiny little piece. So it's best just to cut this piece here in half. So I can't tell if I've got my square. See, it looks like it'll all fit, but it just won't. Okay, I need to move this to the back because I can't grab my square. There we go. So cut that like there, grab the cat, slice. Okay, so I kind of like reassemble it over here as I go. Oh, it's still attached to the rest of the cat, so let's and take care of that real quick. And slice. So delete that because I don't need it anymore. And then we can move this over here. And there is what we're going to be taping together when we tape the cat. Okay, so we don't want little pieces. So see right here, how if I sliced it there, I was going to end up with a tiny little hair piece. So I don't want that. So I want it kind of like right there. That's a big chunk. Grab the cat, grab the square, slice. Okay. And because I'm going to want to put the cat back together. I like to do this. I want to go to glue it together. I kind of know what my pieces look like. It's easier for the puzzle part later. There we go. Okay. So now we keep going. Slice. take that part, put it over here. It's not exactly lined up, but you get the idea. Okay, and then sometimes I leave myself like these little things right here, which actually I like because then it fits together really well when you put it together. So we're going to do as much as possible on here. Slice. Oh, I don't want to delete that. That'd be bad. So now you can kind of see it locks in there like that. Okay, and then keep going. I don't like the big hair. I don't want to have to deal with little tiny hair pieces. So let's kind of go right there. I find it's easier to tape together long square pieces than curvy pieces anyway. So this one we want to cut right here because I don't want to deal with the little hair piece or a little curve. Like that. This one goes, where did this one go? Right there. No, it doesn't. This piece goes up here. That's why. There we go. See, even doing this is sometimes a little tricky on the screen. And then this piece, you can see the little pits lock together. And then this piece is left. And now I always, to make sure it works, I hit go. And it worked. And you can see, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mats. However, this little piece right here totally can go on that mat right there. So if you want to, you can kind of take this piece, arrange these 3 pieces on your mat and kind of group them together. And then they'll fit on the one mat. But then it's remembering where they go later. So what I would do is actually just put this mat back in. When it's time for this one, put it back in so you can cut right here. Then you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of paper instead of 8. Okay, so that's the black. Now we're going to need some more of these, so I'm going to copy them and paste. Okay, then you need to go back over here to your layers, and you're going to, one by one, unhide, arrange and bring to the front, of course. So now we have a smile. It is not going to fit on one piece, so we're going to cut it in half. Going to slice that. And we'll get rid of this gray. This one we can use for smaller pieces later, so we'll put it over there. The pieces that are done, I put over here so I can see them. And it won't cut like this, so it doesn't matter if you lay it on top of there at all. Then we have the eyes. Move to front. Those are obviously going to fit, so we don't have to worry about slicing those. They can stay there. Then we go to arrange, move to front. Okay, now this is where it gets a little trickier because of like these little hands and stuff. So what I do first is I'm going to cut off the eyebrows. That sounds bad. I'm going to just slice them. We're going to get rid of the gray. So now we've got his eyebrow thingies. Now we have his hands, and that's going to be too many pieces to kind of deal with if we put them, cut them, because then that's, and those are separate pieces. So you can either do that, slice it like that, or you can do this. You can copy and paste it, and then go to the contour. And on this one, we'll just hide the mouth. Let's see if I did that right. Oh, forgot the mouth. There we go. And the smile. Okay, there we go. So now we just have these hands, so they're good. And on this one, we'll do the contour, and then we'll hide the hands. There we go. So then when we come here, we can just cut this in half, and we don't have to worry about the hands. So I'll cut it right there. And then we have this part of his smile. And it'll go together just like that. Okay, so we keep going and doing this. We have the mask, which I noticed when I was doing it earlier that the nose is not attached. So I'm also going to copy and paste the mask and then do the contour. And in this one, get rid of the nose. And on this one, get rid of the mask. Okay, so his nose we can move over. I'm going to bring it to the front. There we go, there's his little nose. And then here, I don't want to have to deal with all these little tiny pieces like this. So with this one, we're going to rotate our square. Then we're going to cut it like right there. Actually, we're going to rotate it more and cut it right. I think that works. Yep. Slice. Okay, so then we have his, I believe it goes like that. It's not in the right place on the thing, but it'll go like right there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, then we go to, okay, now the hard part here is these stripes. Because there are, move it to the front, you can see, there's a lot to slice and cut here. So you kind of have to go do it in stages or little bit by little bit because you can't do it in groups because of the way it is, or like big sections. So I cut off the little pieces first. And this one, when you go to put it back together, you're just going to have to put in, I always just put a new image on the mat and then make it bigger and then look at it that way. Because this one, it's going to be hard to put it back together on this screen. Okay, so I got a little square. And then all of this, if you rotate it, oops, not so much, will all fit like that. Slice. Okay, then you can see it won't all fit on the mat this way. So if you rotate it the way it'll fit, then it should cut out on the Cricut. And if you want all these to cut on the same page, here, I'll show you that in just a second because we need to cut this one because it'll all fit as well. So we're rotating this square to fit. Right there without clipping that one. Slice. Okay, I'll probably get rid of this one now. Okay, so slice that. So now you have these pieces all right here. And if I have them just like this, they're all going to fit on one mat. So if you select them all, make sure, nope. I want to group it. Oops. Go away. There. All of these selected. Maybe. Okay, so now we're going to group, weld. Welding makes sure that it'll all cut, and it's all going to cut on one mat. Otherwise, that would have been like 3 pieces of paper right there. So kind of a group them and arrange them. And it's not, you're not going to be able to see later for this how to get it back on the mat. So the best way to do it is to go insert a new, go up here, insert the Cheshire Cat again, delete all the layers but that one, and then you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. I would go back and do that. So you're just going to do this, keep going with this one, and moving things around so they fit. This one needs to be cut in half, but it's easier if it is No, you can do it right there. Okay. Let's see, slice. Okay, we'll move that one out of the way. This is the top of that one. So then we can take and rotate it. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. And get the rest of it. Except that paper is not going to work. There we go. And slice. Over there. Okay, so that's the bottom of this one. And if you rotate this, actually if you separate these two, this will all fit on one page also. So to separate them, you just are going to slice. So as you can tell, doing this is a little tedious and sometimes annoying, but the more you do it, the faster you'll get. But I believe if we do it like this, oh, see, I need to separate these two. But I'm trying to keep paper usage to a minimum. So I don't mind doing all of this part if it saves me a little bit of money with paper. I'm all for it. Actually, instead of doing it that way, because that is taking a long time, copy paste, and then we're going to go to the contour and hide that one. Oops. Why does it do that? Oh, there we go. Nope, sorry, I did it wrong because I clicked off of it. You don't want to click off of it when you're doing it. Okay, this one, we're going to hide the little one. Contour, there we go. Excuse me. I got a bit of a sore throat today, so I sound a little scratchy. So the best way to do it is put this underneath and kind of play around with the pieces to get them all to fit. So see, all of that will fit. Before it would have been like 3 pieces of paper also. So we have all of this here. And we can fit more. So we're going to slice. I think this piece right here will fit just like that. This piece will fit here, and I don't think we can fit any more on this one. So grab all of these pieces. Make sure I got them all, okay. And then we're going to group them at the bottom. So they're all one piece. Okay, so that's that. Then we just have a few pieces left. This piece right here, I've done this before, and when I went to cut it, it said it was too big. So even though it looks like it'll fit, it just doesn't want to. So I would just cut it in half anyway. So slice that one. Oops. Get rid of it. And I think if we put it on the paper, see, to me it looks like it'll fit. I think maybe I could have just left it. So let's undo and see if that happens if I just leave it. Undo. Undo. Okay. So these are big, so I'm going to copy and paste. Do the contour, and on this one we're going to get rid of these two. So we just have this piece, and it'll totally fit, so I'm just going to leave it in one big piece. It's better for the score line thing anyway, so you can't see them. So we'll hide that one. And then these two obviously will not unless I rotate that one. So we need to separate them from each other. Then I can put this one down here and this one, I rotate it like that. They will fit. So we'll just group those two pieces and mod them. Okay, so you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper for that. Okay, so we have everything done but the purple. And I'm having clicky issues, like when I click on something, it won't click where I want it to go. So this is like take 8. So hopefully this one works. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is, because we have lots of little pieces and we don't want to keep curving and curving, we're going to copy and paste this. We're going to hide it over here. This one, we're going to do the contour, and we're going to get rid of all of these pieces. So we just have this piece down here at the bottom to deal with. Then we're going to copy and paste it. We're going to paste it 4 times, or just 3. 1, 2, 3. This one, we're going to get rid of everything but this front piece. This one, actually I think we wanted to do it 4 times. We're going to get rid of everything. We're going to get rid of this piece, save this one, and get rid of these 2. So there's that piece. And we did want to copy it one more time, so let's hit paste. Okay. This one, we want to get rid of this one, and the back one. See how much faster this is than slice, I think. And then contour. Get rid of everything but the back piece. Okay, so there is those 4 pieces. Now, this one, we're going to get rid of those to start with. And then we kind of want to separate this group from this group. So let's copy this group and paste it. And we want to hit contour. And then we're going to, these ones don't worry about because they're not selected. It's just these ones. So we're going to get rid of these back 4. And this one, we're going to get rid of the forward 3. Okay, so we have these 2 groups here. Now this one, because of it's just huge, so it's not going to fit all on one mat anyway. So we're going to, but this bottom piece does. So we're going to go like this. And we are going to slice this group. Getting rid of that and that. Now, if we want it all on one mat, we're going to have to get these closer together. So we're going to have to copy and paste again. And we're going to do that, pasting it twice, since there's 3 of them. Okay, so this first one, contour the back 2, gone. This one, get rid of the first and third. And then this one, get rid of the, I kept that one, I kept that one. So we're getting rid of, oh my goodness. See, even, yeah, we want to get rid of, we want to keep the back one. So we're getting rid of the first 2. Sorry. Got ahead of myself there. Okay, so now we have all 3, but we can put them together, closer together for cutting purposes. And these 2, we're going to want to do the same thing. Get rid of the front one. Get rid of the back one. Make sure it highlights. Maybe not. Contour. Get rid of the back one. There, okay. So we have these pieces. And we can go like this. And this one we can go like this. There it goes again. Okay, there we go, like that. And we can probably, we'll take this piece here and see. That's probably all we want to fit on there, except I think we can fit this little piece here. So copy, paste. And once again, we're doing this to save paper. So we have this little piece here, which we can stick with it as well. And then here, make sure we hide it. Okay, so we're going to move. Okay, it's doing, see, this is what it does to me, and it's been doing it a lot. Let's hide the square. Okay, so we're going to select them all. Looks like they all grabbed that one. Group. Make sure we're a group. And weld. Okay, now all of that will cut on one piece of paper. Okay, now we have these pieces left. So copy, paste. And paste one more time. And we're going to contour, get rid of the bottom piece. Oh, we want to get rid of the bottom and that one. Okay, this one, we're getting rid of this one and the bottom. And then this one, we're getting rid of the top two. So we have these stripes. Now we need to pull another paper down so we can see. I'm going to move it to the back. Move to back. What we can get on this piece of paper. So let's move our paper up. And it looks like we can fit this one if we rotate it. And I think that's it, because these two take up a whole sheet of paper by themselves. Oops. I just want the brown piece of paper. Here we go, or the gray. So here he is. We can move that up. And then this one, if we rotate it and move it down, right there, and this one over, just like that. Okay. So let's, once again, hide the square. Oh my goodness. See, nothing is happening. It's so annoying. Anyway, you get the idea. There we go. Group. Weld. And bring it up here just to make sure. See, it moved. So it might not fit. Let's unweld it. And it went down here. So this part really is not as slow as I'm making it seem. My problem is right now is that the screen, or for some reason, the program is, see, it keeps clicking on stuff I didn't want it to click on. Haha. So we need to rotate this piece back because it got moved. We want it right there in order for it to work. Okay, now it'll cut on, no, yes. Now it'll cut on one sheet of paper. Okay. Let's get rid of you. And we're gonna hide that one. Oh, that was the wrong one, I guess. There we go. Want to snag all of these. And it didn't work, of course. Nothing wants to work today. Group. Almost. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was hoping to show you a good nice little video. I don't know why it's so huge. Why is it all the way up there? See, now I got them all together. Get in there. There. Silly thing. Okay, now we have them all done. Let's bring them all up to the top. And I'll just edit all of that, hopefully. Okay, so we have all our pieces. We're going to hit go. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of black. But like I said, this piece can go with that piece. I just don't want to take the cat apart to figure out what pieces those are. So what I would do is when I go to cut it, I would just use this square of paper for that part. We have 1 purple, 3 pinks, or like hot pink. And we have 5 light pink. Because his face, actually this is a little darker. We can go make the color darker. These are like the light pink for the stripes, and these are his face, which is kind of like a peach. Then we have his eyes, and then we have his smile. So we have 21 mats that we need to do. But that's better than a lot we were going to have because of these stripes. So this one, it does take a lot of paper, but this one obviously is only going to be a little bit. Oh, and we could go weld, didn't think about that. We could go weld his smile together because that obviously doesn't need. And just to make sure, we hid a square. Let's unhide a square. And make sure, arrange, move backward, move back. Okay. There we go. And because it's only on half a sheet of paper, you probably could just put half a sheet here and then put like the eyes at the bottom or something so you can cut those out together. But for now, we will make sure to group these together. Group. And then weld.